It's about two sisters who grew up in Louisburg, and one has always been wanting to get out of this small town, and the other one is more than happy to stay in it. And that's basically what I really wanted to work on, was that kind of theme. Two girls brought up in the same household, how they could both be completely different, but their lives, go in other directions. Their mother has died the year before, and one of the sisters didn't come home for the funeral. And of course, you can just imagine a small town, that was just horrifying. And then she does arrive, and it's kind of the chaos that goes on once these two sisters get back together. There's sort of two dynamics going on with me at all times, because I was a city girl, but I do live in the country. So I do have that pulled in both directions. So I understand both of them. Bay always was the quiet one, always in the background, but Tansy, who was younger, was more outgoing. The minute my luck happened to find a man who grew up in Montreal as well, but he spent every summer of his life in Cape Breton as well. And we both knew the minute we met each other, that's where we were going. When René Lévesque came to power, all our English families, they all left. And so our friends all went west. I said, I'm not going west, I don't know anything about it. So we came east, and so we went to Cape Breton to make our fortune. Not a lot of people say that. Every morning I get up, and usually I go for a walk, and I go for like an hour and a half and see nothing but birds, and just a beautiful, where we live is just a beautiful down our lane and the water and things, and that's when I make up my dialogue, that's when I make up my stories. I would be writing these stories whether I was ever published or not. I don't even really know why I did send my stuff. I think my sister was trying to get published, and she told me what I had to do, and she'd said, oh, you have to send off query letters and you wait for months, and I thought, I'm not doing that. So I just fired off an email to Nimbus, and luckily Penelope read it and just got in touch, and then they got in touch with me. But if they had said no, or if I'd never heard anything, I probably wouldn't have gone any further with it. I was in grade 9, and this fella came, and he asked, he came to our classroom, and he said, I want you to write a story in 4 words. You can have a title to the story, but the whole poem has to be 4 words. And it was called, my poem was called Caterpillar Crossing the Road. Creeping, crawling, contracting, crunch. Because people try to peg me. Are you, do you write humor? Do you write, are you just drama? I can do both pretty well. I can wring out a sob story pretty well. But then I can also be funny, and I just find it's very easy for me to move back and forth between those two. I can't even imagine spending months working on a book where it was just nothing but angst and horror, and I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it to myself, and I just don't want to do it to anybody else. So if they read my books in the tub and feel really good about it, get away from the kids for 5 minutes, whatever, that's the only thing I care about.